I'm Kristen Parker, your Education Director here at SPAR. And this video is going to talk about your Minnesota license education requirements and your Pulse Portal transcripts. So getting started as a real estate licensee in the state of Minnesota, you have education requirements due every June. Specifically, you have requirements that have to be completed before June 30th each year. Caveat, unless you are a brand new licensee, but that's a story for another time. All right, so that June 30th deadline is actually a deadline that coincides with your license expiration date. Your education has to be uploaded and showing on your transcript by the end of the month in June of each year. Now I'm going to pause there and say you absolutely need to refer to your broker on when their due date is and follow those instructions. So some brokers may require that you finish your education and turn in a transcript copy to them on May 15th or June 1st. If that is the case, please follow their instructions because they need to verify and do some things on their side too. But your education is due each year by the end of June, and your license is valid for 2 years. Okay, so if you have 15 hours due, you are in your first year of your license. If you have 30 hours due, if you're looking at your transcript, you're in your second year of your license. What does that mean? Well, we need to look at your transcript to figure out exactly what you have due and when. So to review your CE transcripts, please go to www.pulseportal.com, select the real estate board under Minnesota, scroll all the way to the bottom under other services, and you're going to want to select review your CE transcript. There's another option that says to review your course completion history, but I highly recommend that you review your transcript because it gives you a picture-perfect view of what you need by this coming June or the very next June to come. Okay, so if you choose the course completion history, it's going to prompt you for some dates. And the risk there is you might put in the wrong dates to review, meaning you might have too wide of a window or cast a wide net that it will accurately tell you what classes you've taken during that time period, but it might not actually be the accurate time period for you to know exactly what classes you've taken that are due. Okay, so the transcript is going to give you a nice, pretty little picture. If you review your transcript, you're going to type in your last name, your social security number, and your license number. Now I'm going to pause right there and say that your broker has the ability to see your transcript at any time as your broker. SPAR does not. But we are available, any of us, to help you navigate your transcript. So if you're not quite sure what you're looking at or how to understand what you're looking at, what you really need, you can call any of us here at SPAR and we will look at it with you. We don't have the ability to see it without you on the phone because we need your social security number and we don't have those. So call us. We will look at it with you. You'll have to provide us your social security number or a copy of your transcript. So you can always email one of us your copy and we'll look at it with you and kind of figure out what you need with you. Okay. So if you were looking at it, you've typed in your last name, your social security number, your license number. You hit go. The next screen is going to show you sort of a confirmation of who you are with a button that says view/refresh the report. So you want to click on that button so that your transcript will pull up. If nothing happens, you have a pop-up blocker on. So you want to look in your address bar of your browser window, click the little red X, and you're going to want to allow pop-ups from this page. Okay, so the pop-up blocker is blocking either the new page or the new window with your transcript. So once you can see this transcript, you'll notice that it says continuing ed requirements or continuing education due by a June 30th of a particular date. So whatever the very next June is. Okay, this can be a nice little chart. The very first line is the required module, whatever the next required module is due by this coming June. It doesn't tell you the title of the class. It tells you the year that it's due or the year that it's for. Okay, so for example, if it says 22/23 SP and BRKR, that stands for salesperson and broker, general module, and then the rest of it's cut off, so you don't actually see the name of the course. We'll put a link in this video or below this video that'll take you to the Commerce Department's website where you can look at the name of the course that you need for any given year. Okay, so if you're still needing one and you don't know what the class is, use that link. Now that first line, that general module, it's worth 3.75 hours. Typically, generally speaking, since the modules began several years ago, most of them have been 3.75 hours, though that is not the case all the time. And the other thing to note is the module does not always include other credits. And what do I mean by other credits? Well, below the general module, the next 2 lines are Minnesota agency law, which is a minimum of a 1-hour class that you have to take sometime in your license period. And fair housing is a minimum of a 1-hour class that you have to take sometime in your license period, sometime before you renew. Sometimes that broker module or that salesperson broker module includes those credits, but sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so how do you know what it includes and when it doesn't? Again, on that commerce page where it tells you the title, it'll tell you what it includes. This nice little chart right here also indicates what you still need. So you can see that this particular person's transcript that I am using as an example, they have not completed the required module. So in the very last column under credit still needed, it lists 3.75 hours still needed. The very last row is the total. So you can see this particular person has 30 hours due by June 30th of 2023. They have completed 10.25 hours and still need a total of 19.75 hours. Now, because the module is also listed in the still needed column, the 19.75 hours includes the module's 3.75 hours. Okay, so it's not 19 plus 3. Anything above the total needs to be included in that total. Okay. Below this nice chart, it starts to list all the courses that you have received credit for that are totaled in this chart. So, rule of thumb, if you're thinking about taking another class because you need just a couple more hours, make sure that class is not listed on this chart. If it is listed on this page or on the next page, at the very top, you'll see page numbers, page 1, page 2. Use the navigation bar up there to switch pages. If your course is listed, you can't take it again and get credit until it drops off. Okay. Use the pages to navigate. It doesn't keep scrolling. That's a misconception. So there is a page 2, so you're going to have to flip the next page. Okay. If you have any questions, give me a call. Kristen Parker, your education director here at SPAR. My direct phone number, 763-489-3303. And remember, your education requirements are due by June or whatever date your broker gave you.